encourage the committee to vote no on this amendment for a few reasons. Practical, financial, social, emotional. First, there are a lot of schools that are moving towards gender neutral bathrooms. And if we add female, we might become obsolete very quickly. Second, not all students who menstruate are female. We need to make sure that all students have access to these products. There are obviously less non-female menstruating students, and therefore their usage will be much lower. And that was actually calculated into the cost of this and how much we decided to fund it. And so we do not expect that the non-female menstruating students will use these products as much as the students using female bathrooms, but it's important to have them there. And that brings me to just the social emotional reasons for that. These students who are not female, who menstruate, face a greater stigma and barrier to asking for these products. And so providing them in an easily accessible place in all student bathrooms is particularly important for those students.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Can we? I want to get to the highlight of this. I want to replay it a couple of times.
First, there are a lot of schools that are moving towards gender neutral bathrooms.
Not this part.
And if we add,
but by the way, got no problem with gender neutral bathrooms. Have one stall and gender neutral bathrooms. Not solution. One locking stall, gender neutral bathrooms.
Female, we might become obsolete very quickly. Second, not all students who menstruate are female.
Let me stop you there, Representative Sandra Feist. What did she just say? What did she just say?
Second, not all students who menstruate are female.
Yes. All students who menstruate are female. Let me be even more clear about that. Men, despite the spelling of menstruate, men do not menstruate. Period. A man, a biological male, a boy, might need a tampon from time to time if he breaks his nose. It's an actual old first aid trick. You stick a tampon up the nose and apply pressure. It absorbs the blood and prevents further bleeding. Men do not menstruate. Boys do not menstruate. All people who menstruate are women. There is some science now. Just not to be accused of providing scientific disinformation. There is some theorizing that men have monthly cyclical body functions, spiritual functions, emotional fluctuations, and that there is potentially such thing as a time of month for a male where cycles are on the up or on the down, where people feel a little depressed or they feel a little hyper. There is no time of month for a biological male where they ovulate or release an egg from the male's vagina that is known as menstruation or a period. Full stop. Trust the science. I mean, I trust the science on this one. No male menstruates, despite the spelling of menstruation, which I think is also a part of the patriarchy. They should really call it womanstruation. But then that would presume what a woman is. So they might just want to call it struation. Let's just call it struation from now on. Men do not menstruate. By the way, I don't know what the drafting of that resolution was, if they were voting on. All that I know is that happened. And we are institutionalizing insanity. Period. This is when it comes to whether or not you call someone by their preferred pronouns in discussion. Someone says, call me Robin and don't call me Stephen. All right. A name is a name. A rose by any other name is still a male or a female, biologically speaking. But this idea of having to say that people get pregnant and we're going to refer to them as birthing persons. That's you know what? Trust the science. Trust the science to identify who is actually suffering from a diagnosable form of some mental illness. And I say this with full sensitivity to what it means. Trust the science as to who is living delusions, who is promoting anti-science and fundamentally misogynistic perspectives of what it means to be a woman. It means nothing. Women aren't the only people that can give birth. Women aren't the only people that can menstruate. It means nothing to be a woman other than saying you identify as a woman. That's misogyny. Whoa. Well, that feels a little better, actually. I was going to start with, I said we're either going to start with a gag intro or a gag as in you're going to gag. Justin Trudeau, we're going to get there. Or you're going to get enraged. We're there. The inmates have taken over the prison. What is it? The patients have taken over the asylum. At some point, enough is enough, and you can tolerate people's decisions to do whatever they want to their bodies. You can even respect, honor, allow them to do what they want to do with their bodies. The second they start telling you what to do with your mouth and what to do with your brain and to suspend disbelief and to defy language and biology, well, that's where one person's freedom becomes a form of psychological and intellectual oppression.